20-point win for Xavier at the Cintas Center today. Ryan Conwell goes for 21 to lead Xavier. The biggest question mark for the Musketeers coming into the season was not the offense, it was the defense. They answered a lot of those questions today, created a lot of havoc, created a lot of turnovers. Wake Forest kind of looked just out of sorts, and they have all season. They only made 5 threes today. They've shot the ball poorly this season. Xavier has certainly not shot the ball poorly. It was a bit of a kind of funky game toward the second part of the first half into the start of the second half, but the difference was that Xavier got out to about a 10-point lead, and they kept it there the entire way. This is a very good win for a Xavier team that's playing their first high major opponent. What were your guys' impressions of this win for Xavier?
That was the Xavier that we've kind of been expecting to see all season long, and you know, some of those bye games they didn't have the greatest starts. They struggled a little bit in some of those early games this season.
For people that don't know, Paul is on loan here from the Cintas Center.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess I should introduce myself a little bit for those of you that are watching that don't know me. I do host the Sean Miller podcast.
That is brutal.
I do. It's fantastic. Check it out, Sean Miller Podcast YouTube channel.
I didn't think the podcast was brutal. I meant having to work with Sean Miller. We've done it before. It can be brutal.
Birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Coach.
Wow.
Happy birthday tomorrow. But yes, I do cover Xavier very closely.
Did you say happy 60th?
Yeah, I was going to let
not
that
60?
No.
Well, he's younger than you, so how old are you?
No, he's not younger than me.
Yeah, you're
Sean's
64.
younger than me.
Yeah, you're 64.
Yeah, I think he's turning 57.
Yeah, he's older than me. He's older than me.
Doesn't look it.
Whatever.
Doesn't look it.
We'll
That's
call
what
him
happens-
50.
Yeah, that's what happens when you actually get on the elliptical once in a while.
That's what happens
Good
when I
job,
have to
Sean.
work
You
with
look great, man. Way to get in shape.
But for a Xavier team, again, that's playing their first high major opponent, you're right, Rob. I mean, Sean came out after the second bye game, and he said, we're just right now not a good basketball team. Is that your sleep timer?
Yeah.
Jeff Goodman's phone just went off to remind him to go to sleep at 10:54 Eastern Time.
No,
It says
11:10.
It says bedtime reminder, and it starts playing lullaby.
Hey, I got to go to bed now.
I can't
think
believe
I
that
gotta
just
leave.
happened. I can't believe that.
Did I just get played off stage by Jeff Goodman's sleep reminder?
It's over. The show is over.
It's
Bob.
over.
Ryan Conwell is a stud.
Ryan
dude.
Conwell. And you
He
know
is
what?
so good.
You know, the thing about Ryan
Who
Conwell.
said Ryan Conwell was going to be a stud and was going to be the Dalton Connect type transfer when we did our, what was that? ACC
hot
show.
take. The
Our
hot
hot
takes-
take-
hot
right,
take
our
show.
hot take show.
That was
That's right.
Randolph
At
Childress.
the ACC.
RC, great
That's
job
right.
making accurate predictions, man.
That's
You
right.
really know ball.
What did RC do? What?
He picked Ryan Conwell.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
That was me.
RC and
That was
RC.
not RC.
RC.
Ryan Conwell, RC. Randolph Childress, RC. You can't lie to us, Goodman.
But I think watching that game today, I made a comment with about 10 minutes to go in the game that it felt like Ryan wasn't having a great game, but he was 4 for 11 from 3. What are you laughing about?
It wasn't like you were making this comment. You were yelling.
Oh, well, I
You were
was.
yelling
Oh,
in-
yeah, I
you were
was.
yelling
I
in
was.
the-
I was animated. I was animated. What can I say? I'm not going to sit here and deny it. I was animated.
Was he dressed in all X gear while he was watching this game?
He literally had a musketeer helmet on.
The D'Artagnan head. I travel with it. It's my carry-on. But yeah, I made the comment that like Ryan Conwell did not feel like the typical Ryan Conwell today. He was missing shots and he was missing them pretty poorly in the first half, but he still finishes with 21 points to lead Xavier in scoring, gets to the free throw line, makes winning plays, led the team in deflections, and even when he didn't shoot the ball as well as he's used to shooting, which you can't expect him to every night, goes 4 for 11 from 3, he still makes plays that impact winning. And that's what Sean talks about a lot, and that's why this team's ceiling is so high. And the other thing, too, is Zach Fremantle is playing like he was before he got hurt 2 years ago, because that is what really made the difference. Jerome Hunter's still kind of working his way back, but even Jerome Hunter 2 years ago was the sixth man on that team. I mean, you think about kind of the lore that Jerome Hunter built up, a lot of that was because of the lasting impression he made from the NCAA tournament when he saved Xavier against Chris Youngblood and that Kennesaw State team.
Yeah.
But
The huge thing with Xavier and what's going to determine whether or not they can actually make a run and whether they are, UConn, Creighton, Marquette level in the Big East or like make a tournament level in the Big East it's all going to be stops, man.
Yeah.
How much you going to guard? How much you going to play defense? And I feel bad because losing. I'm blanking on his name. The
big kid, the
big
backup
kid.
pick.
What's his name?
Oh, Lucina Traore.
Yeah, losing Traore before the season even really started is because he was going to be the anchor. He was going to be the linchpin. He was going to be the guy that allowed you to play that two big lineup alongside Fremantle and have a defensive anchor in the middle. And Fremantle, for as good as he is, like he's not like a rim protecting.
Well, they don't have that.
Yeah, they don't have
because
that
you're
now.
waiting on John Hughley to get back to the form that he was 2 years ago, and he's already lost 50 pounds, but now he's trying to get back into game shape. Sean's talked about wanting him to be his best in January. But
even then, like he is not the same kind of shot blocking. Like he's big, he'll help you rebound, but he's not what
Traore brought something to this Xavier team.
That's why they got him.
That nobody else had. He was a difference maker in a way that they didn't have on this team, but they're trying to figure out a way to go around in a different way. So a 75-60 win to wrap this up for Xavier. We're going to stick